Scorpio man, Taurus woman, magnet and mountain, heat and home, marriage, or a battlefield. Tonight, Scorpio man and Taurus, woman marriage life, the unfiltered truth. Are you ready for what nobody says out loud? If a short brought you here, welcome. This is the deep dive. The algorithm knows you needed this. Subscribe so you don't miss the answers. If you're tired of guessing whether a Scorpio-Taurus marriage can truly work, when to push, when to hold, subscribe to Soulmates, Eye Signs for clear rituals, the reveal, the state of us, conflict repairs, temperature, truth, and intimacy maps that turn chemistry into commitment. Here's our promise. No fluff, no sugarcoat, just the unfiltered truth about a Scorpio man married to a Taurus woman. What breaks, what bonds, and what transforms forever. Segment 1. Power and safety. Scene: a quiet kitchen at midnight. The house is still. He stands in the doorway like a shadow. She stirs honey into tea, unhurried. He craves control. She craves stability. Their vows braid both. Failure scenario. He tests loyalty with silence and secrets. She digs in, calling the bluff with a stubborn stone. Power turns to arm wrestling. Doors slam quietly, hearts louder. Past scenario. He shares intent, not just outcomes. I'm scared of losing us, so I hold too tight. She offers pace and plan. Here's what keeps me steady. Consistency, routine, touch. Control becomes collaboration. Reward. She feels safe in his depth. He feels strong in her trust. Two anchors, one ocean. But safety is only the first test. The next one burns hotter. Segment 2. Desire and devotion. Scene: bedroom lamps low. A slow song, an old scent. Scorpio wants total merging. Taurus wants sensual consistency. Failure scenario. He hunts intensity like oxygen. If it's not volcanic, he doubts it's real. She keeps a steady rhythm. If it's chaotic, she shuts the gate. They miss each other in the hallway between storm and hearth. Past scenario. He learns the ritual. She welcomes the edge. Translation. He brings presence, not pressure. She brings openness, not routine only. Together, they build sacred stamina. Reward: a marriage that feels like a private temple, where desire is not a chase, it's a daily vow. But devotion can't survive without the next truth: money and home. Segment 3. Money, home, and territory. Scene: a Saturday morning budget. The scent of coffee, the sound of boundaries. Taurus treats money like soil. Scorpio treats money like strategy. Failure scenario. He makes covert moves to protect them. She senses turbulence and clamps down. Accusations bloom. Why didn't you tell me? Why can't you trust me? The real issue isn't dollars. It's decision power. Past scenario. Monthly state of us meetings. Shared accounts for essentials. Personal accounts for autonomy. And an adventure fund to keep life tasting alive. He reveals strategy. She defines comfort thresholds. Together, they pick investments that match both. Steady yield, deep purpose. Reward. The home becomes sovereign ground. No silent deals. No surprise cliffs. Just a fortress with windows. But even a fortress shakes without trust and truth. If this is making sense, and you're not subscribed yet, do it now. Hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell. What's next is essential. These are the tools couples actually use. Segment 4. Secrets, loyalty, and communication. Scene. A text he didn't explain. A purchase she didn't mention. Small shadows become long. Scorpio reads between lines. Taurus reads the ledger. Both want certainty, but in different dialects. Failure scenario. He interrogates. She stonewalls. He deepens. She hardens. Now they're not solving the mystery. They're feeding it. Past scenario. A simple ritual called the reveal. Once a week, 15 minutes. No judgment, just data and feelings. Here's what I feared. Here's what I need to feel secure. He practices transparency. She practices softening. Reward. Loyalty stops being tested and starts being lived. They turn suspicion into signal. But what happens when they fight for real? The final truth decides the marriage. Segment 5. Conflict and repair. Scene. Words were said. A door was closed. The night feels colder than it is. Scorpio's instinct. Descend. Find the root. Purge the lie. Taurus's instinct. Hold. Stay grounded. Don't feed the fire. Failure scenario. He drills too fast. She retreats deeper. He calls it avoidance. She calls it survival. The rupture widens. Past scenario. A 2-step repair. Step 1. Temperature. 20 minutes apart. Nervous systems downshift. Step 2. Truth. One person speaks. The other mirrors. What I'm hearing is, did I get it? Then each offers one repair action within 24 hours. Doable, visible, loving. Reward. Arguments stop leaving scars. They start leaving instructions. And that is how this marriage becomes anti-fragile. The payoff. Why does a Scorpio man stay married to a Taurus woman? Because her steadiness is the harbor where his storms can rest. Why does a Taurus woman stay married to a Scorpio man? Because his depth is the well where her roots drink courage. Together, they don't escape intensity. They alchemize it. Nuance. Passion is holy, but only with boundaries. Scorpio. monitor control. Taurus, watch stubbornness. Guard the rituals. Weekly reveal. Monthly state of us. Nightly touch. Keep intimacy. Active, money honest, and conflict repairable. That's the unfiltered truth. This marriage isn't easy. It's earned. Rapid rituals for real life. Morning, 1 minute of eye contact. Weekly, the reveal. 15 minutes, no judgment. Monthly, state of us. Money, plans, desires. After conflict, temperature then truth. Date rule. Rotate. Her comfort, his adventure. Small acts, massive outcomes. If this gave you clarity on Scorpio man and Taurus, woman marriage life, the unfiltered truth, tap like right now. Comment, fortress with windows, if the money home part hit home, or sacred stamina, if the desired devotion rituals are what you're building. I read every story, and subscribe to Soulmates by Signs so you never miss the maps that save love. Next, when Scorpio meets Virgo, precision meets passion. What happens when perfection stares into the abyss? That's next.